Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's having a great evening. Tonight, we are going to talk about a few of my supposed reclamation projects. And these are coins that I've purchased over the years from folks who didn't know what they have and they wanted to know more, and they were just coins. They just needed the extra money. So in the spirit of trying to provide education as far as what to look for when you're purchasing coins, or if you come across coins that maybe you've inherited or you've found them in a jewelry box and you didn't know they were there, and there they are, you found them. This will help shed some light on not only locating coins that are original but very much problem free. The thing that stumbles most new coin collectors is the prospect of finding really neat classic coins that are being sold as problem free but have tons of problems. And I have a few of them here that at one point the previous owners have thought that these were, everything in the bag of chips, to use kind of a good old modern saying. And come to find out, after a little bit of close magnification, a little bit more research, that these coins are indeed problematic coins and therefore will not warrant any sort of premium. So the first one that I'm going to talk about here this evening is this, what seems to be a really nice 1963 Franklin half dollar. It is a D, and the D mint mark is right here above Liberty Bell. And upon a little bit, I always call it like the like 5 foot rule. From 5 feet away, it looks fantastic. Of course, this is about 10 inches right here. If you don't pay attention to the actual spotting, the coin is pretty much BU. All right. So this individual had a full roll of these, and I ended up purchasing the whole roll. And he had acquired it through an estate sale on the East Coast. Okay, as we all know, East Coast, there was a lot of humidity. This was actually in a kind of a beat up paper roll. It might have been the original from the bank that it was first received from, but it's really hard to say. But anyways, coins like this, come up very, very often in dealer stock. They come up from private collectors looking to unload what they have, and they hype it up so much as being a really nice coin, uncirculated, lots of BU material, that for the experienced collectors, or maybe just even novice collectors that know a few things about originality, would be able to spot the difference. Now, this coin right here, as you can tell, has quite a few spots. Now, the differentiation between harmful like rust spots or carbon spots is a lot different than toning. Toning, you could take this coin, let's say it's toned throughout, and you could put it through like a jewelry cleaner or E-Zest or Tarnex to remove the tarnish, if you so inclined. But in today's standards, toning actually sells for a huge premium, or it adds a huge premium to the coin that you are selling. Now, after a 1 minute dip, okay, there was a little bit of tarnish that did come off of this coin. However, a lot of the darker, more unsightly blotches on this example remained. I went ahead and dipped it again, did the distilled water process. You want to use distilled water to eliminate water spots. You don't want to add more issues on top of the issues that are already on there. And the same spots still remained. So the E-Zest jewelry cleaner did not affect those spots one bit. Now, I did go under a little bit closer magnification on these spots, and these are indeed rust spots. Now, you gotta ask yourself, how do these things form? It's not like you could develop rust on silver. Well, that's interesting. Depending on the original conditions to where these were stored will determine whether or not you have these little rust spots. Okay, it could happen a number of ways. For many decades, people have stored coins in old jewelry boxes and keepsake boxes and in your sock drawer, along with other items. Okay, so if you can imagine opening up a jewelry box to find this coin along with a bunch of other items, there might be a bunch of coins. But someone who likes to kind of keep stuff, stuff that they've acquired over the years or stuff that's been passed down from loved ones, if this was, say, in a jewelry box with a bunch of different types of jewelry, not just silver or gold, but maybe perhaps there's some cheap costume jewelry with silver or, with steel clasps. Now, if this was in the East Coast, okay, those steel clasps would rust, okay, and the rust would fall in the coin and it would be permanently embedded or etched onto the surface of the coin. Okay, there's no real way to get rid of it other than to scrub it with a Brillo pad, but that would kill the value. Okay, the spots kill the value of this coin. So buyer beware. Do not purchase a coin like this for anything close to BU. In fact, for this type of item, you would pay spot or melt price for it. Okay, so that's the first one. I have a couple of other pieces here. They're kind of similar in grade, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull one out. These, upon closer inspection, appear to be like a borderline AU BU piece dollar. Okay, this particular one is a 1922 D. So it's got a Denver Mint mark right there. And there you go. So this particular owner of this coin was trying to sell this as BU. There's a few things wrong with the coin. So if I'm able to twist it around, you could see a couple little marks here, some swirls, hairlines. Okay, that is not part of Liberty's crown. That's actually another scratch. And you also have a bunch of other spots right there along the edge where my thumb is, in the hair. Okay, that's another telltale sign that you have a coin that was once probably stored in a box of some sort with other items that have rusted over, or it could even be a fabric that has leached dye or some other foreign matter onto silver. Silver is very reactive. Okay, along with the same lines of copper. Okay, you get a little moisture on copper, it's going to develop carbon spots and therefore ruin the value. So silver is one of those type of compositions where it's very susceptible to staining, to tarnish, obviously, especially after prolonged being on something like a cloth or a towel or something that produces a natural acidity will affect the color of the coin. This one indeed was dipped as well in Tarnex, a jewelry cleaner, and this spot right here remains. It's some sort of staining. It's not really a tarnish, but it won't disappear. It won't go away as I did the dip. So that's another coin. If you see a coin like this, again, expect to pay spot or melt for something like this. Do not pay above and beyond for silver coins with splotchy black spots all over the place. Okay, that's one of those signs that this coin has spent some time with other things it weren't supposed to. Okay, and it has a lot of cabinet rub or bag friction. Okay, and again, spot or melt. So that's pretty much the two items that I wanted to share with you. I mean, I do have this one other piece dollar that has the same type of dark spots. This one is also a experimental piece that I had tried dipping a few times, but to no avail. These things are, they're scrap. Okay, and so nothing wrong with scrap. You're just not going to sell them or buy them for a premium. They just don't command that kind of money out in the marketplace. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video on spotting problems on great looking coins. It can be very deceptive. If you guys have questions, go ahead and post them below into the comments box. Please hit the like button. Hopefully this is something that you enjoyed this evening. And importantly, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done so, you'll have access to all the newest content as they're made available. Of course, I love talking about anything coins, everything coins, you name it, from beginners, intermediates to professionals. I want to thank everyone this evening for joining, and look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, have a good evening.